Welcome back, everyone, to the Brevard Sports Network. In our continuing coverage, there's the kickoff of 10U. As the Hawks recover. And here we go. First play on offense from the 10U Hawks. And here we go. There's a run to the left side. And he's not able to get much of anything there. Folks, I do apologize. I do have rosters. Unfortunately, I'm having to hold an umbrella with one hand and move the camera with the other, so I don't have anywhere where I can set up the rosters. So I'm just going to be calling everyone by numbers to keep it fair. And I'm going to turn my volume up. All right, let's try that now. Okay, I think I sound louder. I think I sound better. Here we go. Offsides on Flagler. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. There's the snap to a running back. Cuts upfield. He's got all sorts of room to run now. He will be tackled, but not before picking up a Suntree Viera Hawk. I believe he picked up a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback rolling out to throw. And he will be taken down in the backfield. Number 3 gets credit with the sack. Calls for the snap on the up back, and the up back puts his shoulders down, and he will fight forward for yardage. And he will just get past the original line of scrimmage there. 6:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Opening drive of this 10U matchup. There's the snap. Cuts upfield, and there he goes again. Picks up a nice gain, but it's gonna bring up 4th and a lot more manageable. We'll call it 4th and 5 here. Fourth and 5. Ball is fumbled on the snap, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Titans defense comes up big. After the Hawks pick up a first down, the Titans defense tightens up and proceed to Now give their offense the ball 1st and 10, just outside of plus territory. They'll spot it officially at the 43-yard line. And the Titans offense begins with a loss of yards on the play. Coming out running the beast offense, it looks like, and the reason I call it beast offense is it's literally you take one athlete, put him at quarterback, and you got 10 blockers. Now they kind of spread it out, and they're going to hand off single back, and the Hawks were just waiting on him there. Number 10 and number 45 in on the tackle in the backfield. It's going to make it 3rd and long for the Titans. Third and about 15 here for the Titans. 4:04 left to go here in the first quarter. Snap, and here comes number 26 tries to cut inside. Now trying to bounce back outside, and he'll lose a couple yards as the Hawks. It's hard to run east and west on these Hawks teams. These Hawks teams do have a lot of speed, so if you're going to find any sort of success, you at least got to make them think you can go, through an A gap and pick up some yardage. Water break coming up after this play. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And there's a punt. It's caught. I don't think it was even meant to be caught, but nonetheless, it was, look what I found. Number 16 will receive the punt and get stopped. So now the Hawks defense puts their offense in great starting field position, as we're going to get our water break. And again, let's thank both of our great sponsors, all three of our great sponsors, All Outdoors Trailers, for all your outdoors needs and trailer needs. Well, give them a call at 386-346-1919. We'd also like to thank Chris Johnson and the local Geico office of St. Augustine. Number 21 trying to get around to the outside, around that left side, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard to go east and west on this Flagler defense, because this Flagler defense has obviously got some speed too. They're getting good penetration, winning the line of scrimmage, and right now that's what's helping their case early. How do you beat speed? By not allowing speed to get going. And when you get deep penetration through the middle like that, I mean, watch this. All right, just as I go to prove my point, there's the Hawks winning at the line of scrimmage now. The offense got a good push, allowed their quarterback to take it right up the middle, and he'll get it close. He'll still be short of a Suntree Viera Hawk first down, but it's now 3rd and 3. And waits patient running. Picks up maybe a yard. May have gotten just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Fourth down. There's the snap. Going right up the middle, pushing the pile, and that will be enough for a Chris Brown local Geico St. Augustine office first down. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Never thought I'd be doing a little Geico ad. And here we go now, a little trying to go hurry up. Offsides on the Titans. And the Titans coach called it. As soon as the flag was thrown, the Titans coach called, asked the player directly, why are you jumping off sides? .46 seconds left to go here in the first quarter as the Hawks have 1st and 5 from the 25-yard line. Cuts up the field. He's got all sorts of room, and he'll fight his way and should have enough for a Geico first down. Call Chris Brown, the Geico St. Augustine office. Information on the top up at the scoreboard and flashing periodically throughout the bottom of the screen. And once again, this Hawks defense showing its physical, or this Hawks offense showing its physical nature, saying they're not afraid to run in between the tackles. And it brings up first down, and the Hawks can pick up another first down here before they get in the end zone. Got to get to the 1-yard line in order to do so. But that will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. The Suntree Viera Hawks, 0. Flagler, 0. Defense is coming out hot, but right now the Hawks are knocking at the door.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
And we'd like to thank 23-time tag team champion and Brevard County resident, Devon Dudley, for the bringback. Here we go. It's 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. And only because the Flagler sideline, the penalty, I can see the penalty is on Flagler. Because the coach is calling it, as soon as his player is jumping offside, he's calling his player out. There's the snap. Number 21, looking at other avenues, runs into a defender, and he'll take a shoulder to the stomach. And it will bring up 2nd down and short. We'll call it 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. And the Hawks tried a little misdirection, and the Titans said, we're not falling for it. It's going to bring up 3rd and short here for the Hawks. Again, ball is at about the 8-yard line. They got to get to the 5. So 3rd and 3, and the Titans jump off sides again. And that'll give the Hawks a Chris Brown Geico of St. Augustine office 1st down to the Hawks. I can tell you what one of the conversations is going to be when the defense comes to the sideline. And they go again. It's going to be the same group of players. The same group of players have done it at 3 plays in a row. And that's going to be a half the distance penalty, and it's 1st and goal inside the 3-yard line. Can the Hawks capitalize? And now we have a timeout. Referees are coming to have a conversation. The referee's saying every play someone on defense is doing something they're not supposed to. I couldn't hear what. And there's the snap. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. Number 21 with the 2-yard touchdown scamper. And they're going to go for the 2-point kick. Two-point kick attempt. We've seen him do it. I have over the last couple of weeks. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up and into the back of a lineman. And kick is no good. And the Suntree Viera Hawks, for the first time at all today, have a lead in a game, and it's 6-0. And look, their offense did what they needed to do, but that drive was heavily assisted by the D line by the Flagler D line jumping off sides. And so what the ref was having the conversation with the coach about is he was telling the coach he's lining up offsides at the start of every play. That was about 25 yards, 25 or 30 yards of offsides penalties dished out by the Flagler defense. As the Suntree Viera Hawks set to kick this one off. 7:35 left to go here in the first half. And there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity. And the Suntree Viera Hawks recover a kickoff deep into Titan territory. And right now, coach is not happy with his guys. And the defense now got to come back out on the field. So let's see if the motivational pep talk from coach has made a difference. There's the snap. And the running back getting wrapped up in the backfield as the D-line gets in there and makes the play. Number 22. There's the snap to number 21. Number 21 trying to fight forward, not able to get much of anything as the big guy, as soon as he turns around so I can see his number. Number 17 in there in the backfield waiting and comes up and makes the hit. And another offsides penalty. That's at least 35 yards in offsides penalties between this drive and last drive. Now he didn't come across. He did not come across. And right now, timeout called by the Suntree Viera Hawks. And the Flagler coach caught something, and that's why you see the referee walking over to the Viera coach. The Flagler coach said that the Viera, the Suntree Viera guard, he said it was lined up like in front of the ball, like lined up in the neutral zone. And so the referee, I believe, just went over and had a talk with the coach, telling, hey, watch your lineman. There's the snap. Number 2 slides off a tackle, and number 13 and number 22, or not 22. Number 26. So it's fourth and 6. Coach is yelling, watch the football. They don't go on 2. They go on 1. And that's going to be close. Where is the spot? They're going to spot it. They say, yes, he picked up a Suntree Viera Hawk first down, sponsored by Chris Brown, the local Geico office in St. Augustine. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. When I think of as they take a water break, when I sit here and I think about those Geico commercials, you think of some of the ones of the past. Jeff, what day is it? Ho, 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 what day is it? Camel walking through the office. Hump day. Of course, then there was the more recent commercial that I'm sure got on everybody's great nerves and kids repeated several times. Does Geico really, is 15 minutes with Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy scream wee, wee, wee all the way home? And then it cut to that, and of course every kid imitated the little pig. Sammy, what? You're home. Oh, thanks, Mrs. K. So here we go. First down now for the Hawks, as they are now just running it. They're going up that A and B gap, going kind of through that A gap or just inside that tackle guard, which is the B gap for those not familiar with the football lingo. Apologize for the camera moving. And they're running that, just it's power. That's all it is. Snap it to a back. Oh my goodness gracious. Goodness, wow. Number 22. That's how you affect a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, number 22 got in the backfield. He then sat and almost prepped himself before making that hit. There's the snap, and there goes number 50. Breaks away. He could go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. And it's 12-0 Suntree Viera, as that power run. Again, when you have the athletes that this Suntree Viera program does, it allows you to run an offense like that because you have all sorts of fresh legs that you trust and can throw back there. And now they're going to try the extra point. There's the kick, and the kick is no good. And it's 12-0 the Suntree Viera Hawks. So right now, I mean, the story of the game has been the penalties that helped the first touchdown get scored. After that, Suntree Viera kind of figured out some things about the offense. It's going to be interesting to see what second half adjustments are made. 3:30 left to go here in the first half. As the kick return team. And again, it was the opening possession was taken for a touchdown. And then on the ensuing kickoff, Suntree Viera recovered the football at around the 40-yard line, and they drove it 40 yards into the end zone. So right now, the Suntree Viera Hawks are doing everything that they want to right now. And they're going to pooch kick it. And ball's on the ground, and the Hawks fall on it again. It was originally had by a Flagler Titan, and the ball then bounced off of his chest onto the ground. And the Suntree Viera Hawks jump on another fumble. Special teams making special plays. So now the Hawk offense comes back out onto the field. There's the snap, and whistles blow this play dead. False start on the offense, so that'll back Viera up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Ball will be taken at their own 45-yard line. There's the handoff, and now to the outside. Trying to get around on this Flagler defense, and right now that's not happening. The biggest runs and biggest gains have come right up the middle, and I'm thinking maybe that was one to test the outside, but two, if anything, keep Flagler honest. Because, you know, Flagler can't send everyone if there's a threat that you could try to go outside. Flagler's got the speed. Let me be very clear about that. Flagler has got speed. There's the snap, number 21, and the hole. You could drive a semi-truck through it. There's the snap. And once again, right up the middle. And again, another 3-2 2 or 3 yards going right up the middle. And that's going to be enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk first down. As the ball is spotted there at the Flagler Titan 39-yard line. Snap. And there's number 21 trying to get upfield, and he does get upfield. He's going to take a shot as he was tackled and driven into the ground. Great form tackle there. But at the end of the day, hold on, I believe there's holding on the Hawks. And the Titans might have caught a break there. Holding on the Hawks, that'll back them up. And timeout being taken, 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. As the Titans offense has touched the ball one time in this half. The first touchdown occurred after the defense helped out the Hawks with a bunch of offsides. My current count is 40 yards in offsides penalties. And that's been the only penalty that's really been committed by the Titans. Now, again, because it happened, most of it in one drive, it hurts. But again, this coaching staff will get that turned around. They'll get that discipline corrected. When I was playing football, we had a way to correct that. I'll talk about it after. And a full line switcheroo. Heavy personnel here coming near side. And there's going to be number 16 on the screen. Makes a man miss. 2 men held him. A third Titan come to finish him off. And a timeout called by the Hawks. 7 seconds left to go in the half. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who's tuning into the Brevard Sports Network. Live coverage from Flagler Titan Field. Beautiful park, beautiful facility. And now, going to be 3rd and 9 here for the Hawks. And halfback pass, and it's caught. And it'll bring about 4th and 7. 4th and 7, 4th and 8. That was a double handoff into a halfback pass. And the clock didn't run for that final play. There was 7 seconds. There's still 7 seconds left on the clock. And nice play there made by the Flagler defense. And that will end the first half with your score. The Suntree Viera Hawks 12, the Flagler Titans 0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for second half action on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, folks, we are back live here on the Brevard Sports Network, and Caleb Brown here, beautiful Wadsworth Park. Broadcasting Pop Warner football on a beautiful Saturday morning. Or I guess now it's Saturday afternoon. College football is in swing. But listen, this is what you need to be watching. There's a bunch of cupcakes going on now. Don't get me wrong, there are a sprinkle or two of some good games. But this is what you need to be watching right here. Brevard Sports Network. Suntree Viera Hawks lead 12-0. The story of the first half is, well, the defense was on the ball, or defense for Flagler was on the field, I'd almost say 90% of the first half. Only one drive did the offensive Flagler get on the field. And they're going to try it. They're going to try it the opposite way. And number 4 grabs a hold of it. Number 4 keeps a hold of it. And we will see the Flagler Titans offense for the first time since the first quarter. Number 4, they tried going to the other side. Number 4 kept a hold of the football and has given his offense first down at about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 on their own 40. So let's see if they were able to make any corrections from their first initial and only drive. His defense for the Hawks has also definitely been rested. And Flagler tries to get outside, breaks a tackle, and taken down out of bounds is number 26. Taken down by number 11. Again, folks, for those new just tuning in, typically I do say names along with the numbers. However, in my current setup, I got to keep my equipment out of the sun, so I'm holding an umbrella, and it's very windy. So I'm holding an umbrella, and then I got to use my other hand to operate the camera so you all can see the game. So that is why I'm not calling names to go with the numbers for either side to keep it fair. And to those, I apologize. We're working on getting that issue fixed for next time. Timeout call by Flagler coach. Coach right now is not happy that he just had to call a timeout to get his offense in order. Wind swirling around here. Listen, if it could just bring the clouds, no rain. I don't want any, but if the wind could bring the clouds this way and just block out the sun, that would be helpful in so many ways. But again, don't bring rain. I know that's wishful thinking here in Florida, but a man can dream. Comes out, and a little misdirection, and in there wraps up the leg and takes him to the ground. And false start on everyone except the center. Full package backfield. And they're going to throw it, and it's intercepted. Number 2 with the interception for the Hawks. He had the route he wanted, just unfortunately not the power behind the throw. And it will be Hawks ball. 1st and 10. From, I believe, the 50-yard line. It'll be on the Titan 49-yard line. And that's where the Suntree Viera Hawks will begin their offense. 6:57 left to go here in the 3rd quarter of 10U action. Hawks run somebody on late. There's a snap, and there's number 10 trying to get outside and not able to, as referees blow this play dead. Offside, or false start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. It will be 1st and 15 for the Hawks. Calls for the snap. There's number 10, and another penalty flag will stop this one. Offsides on Flagler. That's now 45 yards in offsides penalties in this game. So now it's 1st and 10. Number 10 gets outside. He's got room to run, and he's got some open field. And he'll have enough for a Suntree Viera Hawk 1st down. Needed 10, picked up about 15 or 16. And that's a Chris Brown Geico of St. Augustine office 1st down. And 3rd quarter water break. 5:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They take their water break. Currently Flagler undefeated on the day. They won 7U and they won in 9U. Both very convincing wins. Suntree Viera Hawks currently in the lead here in 10U action. As the mighty wind takes a blow. I'm not going to lie, that feels really good, that breeze does. Snap First and 10 from the 40. And he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Number 3 making a play for that Flagler defense. Hands in the dirt. Ball's on the ground, and the Hawks just barely recover it. Number 22 was down there, nearly had his hands on it. There's the snap. Third down, and once again, the defensive line winning the battle of the line of scrimmage, getting penetration and not allowing Viera to have that success they did in the first half, running up the middle. Look, I know we just came out of halftime, but I feel for that defensive line. That defensive line has been out there a lot of plays already. But you can tell they're not giving up. They're not giving up in this fight. And there's another there's another offsides. And I mean it's still going to be 4th and long, but it'll be 4th and more manageable. It's now going to be 4th and 10. There's the snap, and they go right up the middle again. Still on his feet. He's still chugging forward. And he's going to be short of a first down. That will be a turnover on downs. Offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Flagler Titans offense as the defense comes up with a stop. 3:02 left to go here in the third quarter of 10U action. Comeback's not out of the question. If the Titans can show something on offense, comeback is definitely not out of the questions. It's only 2 scores. All Outdoor Trailers. For more information, give them a call at 386-346-1919. Again, 386-346-1919. And whistles blow this play dead. Timeout called. And unless I'm wrong, I think that's all 3 timeouts for Flagler. Some days are tough. Some days it feels like you can't do stuff right. You got to trudge on through. Make the corrections as you go. Try to get better. That's all we can do every day is try to get better. And look, I believe this Flagler team will get better. You know, so when I was in football, the way we corrected those both false starts and offsides was when coach would go to run, he would give out his cadence. And if someone jumped, that was another 100 we had to do at the end of practice. So on top of original conditioning, those that jumped had to stay after practice and run extra 100s for every time they jumped when coach would call out a cadence. And oh wow, the Hawks, they're in the backfield. So it's going to bring up second down. Second down and 17 for the Flagler Titans. A minute 14 left to go in the third quarter. And great job disengaging the block and still coming up with the tackle. Number 10. And that's going to bring up third and even longer. Third and 20 plus. Original line of scrimmage was the 40-yard line. Currently sitting back at the 18-yard line, so you can do the math. It's 22, 23. And trying to get something going in that Hawks defense. Again, they're very well rested. That will be the final play of the third quarter with your score. The Suntree Viera Hawks 12. The Flagler Titans with work to do. All right, here we go as we get set to start the fourth quarter of action. And back gets outside. That's number 22. Gives a stiff arm. Number 22, they say he stepped out of bounds. Number 22 took the handoff and had the biggest play of the day. And he will be stopped short there. That was a turnover on downs. But I'll tell you what, number 22, that was a heck of an effort. We've seen him light some people up today, lay the wood. He was dishing out stiff arms as if they were birthday presents. Number 22 is going to be a special player. And timeout called, I believe, by Viera. Beautiful park is Wadsworth Park. They have little nature trails and whatnot. I saw people on nature trails first thing in the morning when I pulled in. Big fields, got some baseball, got a baseball field. Very much it's a smaller park, definitely. And it will be 1st and 10 Hawks at about the 37-yard line. And all sorts of movement. False start on the offense. That'll back up the Suntree Viera Hawks. So 1st and 15 now for the Hawks. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go in the quarter. There's the snap. Oh, and they went right up the middle with a little misdirection. And that'll get back, I believe, most of the penalty yardage. And then some. It's a nice little gain there. And again, right up the middle. Gain about 2 yards on the play. Be 3rd down there on the 30-yard line. Got to pick up about 4 yards to pick up a first. There's a snap, and number 11 trying to get the outside. Now he cuts back inside, and number 22 again comes up and lays the hit. Number 22 is a football player. Flows to the football. He's always ready to put a hit on somebody. It's going to be 4th and 3 for the Hawks. And I think that's It's going to be a false start. Yes, it is. It's going to be a false start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. So instead of 4th and 3, it's now 4th and 8. There's the snap. Trying to get it to the outside. And number 21 will be dropped after picking up a couple of yards. So it's a turnover on downs, but player from Flagler picked up a personal foul after the play. So it should be Titan football. That was 4th down. The referees are conferencing. So we'll see what he can. So a personal foul. Hold on, wait a minute. All right, you got both head coaches pleading their cases with the officials. I'm not sure what's going on here. Are they trying to determine when the personal foul happened, or? Because I thought the first ruling was it was after the play. So, yes. What it sounds like, it will be Flagler football. So after all that, it will be Flagler football. So now they're marching it back. And there was all right. So after all that confusion and riffraff, talkie, 6:44 left to go here in the game. Again, Flagler not out of this yet. They can make a big play happen. So here we go, 1st and 10 from inside your own red zone. And oh my gosh, what a play made by number 21 getting in the backfield. And it's now 2nd down. Second and 17 for the Titans as their offense going in the wrong direction. They're going to put number 22 in the game. If I'm the Hawks, my ears perked up. Number 22 just came back in the game, and we saw what he did on his last run. There's a snap. Number 22 trying to go around that right side. He'll get pulled down from behind. And they'll lose even more yards. It's now 3rd down. I think 3rd and 20. The ball is inside the 10-yard line. There's the snap. And he'll be tackled just at the line of scrimmage. May have picked up 2 yards. It's going to be 4th down and long from the 10-yard line. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the game. And trying to make a play, and, well, the Hawks defense makes that play better for them and sets up their offense 1st and 10 inside the all-outdoor trailers red zone. It'll be 1st and goal from, I believe, the 6 or 7 yard line. 2:48 left to go in this one. Here we go. So first and goal from the 5-yard line. There's the handoff, and it goes on the end around, and he makes a man miss. Number 10 trying to make something happen, and he'll be taken down at the 15-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. And they're going to wave the flag off. And they'll officially mark him down at the 16. So second and goal from the 16-yard line for the Hawks offense. There's the snap. And he gave it right up the middle, faked the end around. And a nice gain picked up by the back, as he'll get it back inside the 6-yard line. Again, right up the middle, powering through into the end zone. Touchdown, Suntree Viera. And it's 18-0. It was number 2 on the play with the touchdown score. And look at that. Titans weren't fooled there. Number 22 in there to make the play. But again, Hawks put another score on the board with 1:44 left to go. And it's 18-0. Hawks here on the Brevard Sports Network. If you could, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You'll be notified every time the Brevard Sports Network goes live. Do a lot of great things. If you're new to us, we do high school football. We do high school volleyball. Very occasionally, do some JV football. Of course, you know here we do youth football. Got a lot going on BSN. And having the team switch sides. Again, 1:44 left to go in the game. So what do the Suntree Viera Hawks pull out this time? And they're going to try to pooch kick it. And that young man said, I'm going to try to return this. It takes 3 Hawks to bring him down. Number 10 there for the Titans. Coming up next is 11U. As soon as this one ends, I will end the broadcast and get the device switched up and get the 11U scoreboard up and everything else. Minute 20 left. And number 22, or check that, it's yeah, it is number 22. Trying to get something to the outside. 59 seconds left. I think you only need to snap it one more time. Again, coming up 11U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And look at number 22. Runs into his own blocker and still slips out of some tackles. He didn't get taken down. He just ran out of room to run outside. He was dishing out stiff arms and slipping out of tackles. 10 seconds left to go in the game. And they're going to go ahead and line it up on the 50. The Suntree Viera Hawks get their first win of the day. It comes in the 10U division. We'll be right back with 11U right here on the Brevard